You're listening to BambinoBabble's story. Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there was a mystical lighthouse. It stood tall and proud on a rocky cliff overlooking the vast ocean. The lighthouse had been there for as long as anyone could remember, guiding ships safely through dangerous waters. The lighthouse was home to a family of magical creatures who had been entrusted with the responsibility of keeping the light burning. There was a tiny fairy, a wise old gnome, a mischievous elf, and a kind-hearted mermaid. Together, they worked tirelessly to keep the lighthouse shining bright. One day, a terrible storm hit the land. The winds howled, the waves crashed against the rocks, and the lighthouse was in danger of being extinguished. The magical creatures tried their best to keep the light burning, but the storm was too strong. Just when all hope seemed lost, a brave young boy appeared at the base of the cliff. His name was Jack, and he had heard of the mystical lighthouse and its importance in guiding ships safely to shore. Without hesitation, Jack began to climb the steep cliff, determined to help the magical creatures. As Jack reached the top of the cliff, he saw the lighthouse struggling to stay lit. The tiny fairy was using all her magic to keep the light going, but it was fading fast. Jack knew he had to act fast. He quickly climbed the stairs to the top of the lighthouse and saw the magical creatures working together to keep the light burning. Jack knew he had to help them, so he used his brave heart and quick thinking to fix the light. With the help of the magical creatures, Jack was able to fix the light and keep it burning bright. The storm eventually passed, and the ships were able to safely navigate through the waters once again. Once the storm had passed, Jack decided to spend some time with the magical creatures of the lighthouse. They showed him around their home and shared their stories with him. Jack was fascinated by their magic and the important role they played in keeping ships safe. As they were talking, the gnome suddenly remembered an old legend about a treasure that was said to be hidden somewhere near the lighthouse. He had always thought it was just a myth, but now he wondered if there might be some truth to it. Jack was intrigued by the idea of a treasure hunt and offered to help the magical creatures search for it. They eagerly accepted his offer, and they set out to explore the area around the lighthouse. They searched high and low, following clues and deciphering riddles. They encountered many obstacles along the way, including dangerous cliffs and treacherous caves. But they didn't give up, and eventually, their hard work paid off. They found a hidden door that led to a secret underground chamber. Inside, they discovered a chest filled with gold coins and precious gems. The magical creatures were thrilled, and Jack was amazed by their discovery. But their excitement was short-lived. As they were leaving the chamber, they heard a loud rumbling noise. The ground shook, and they realized that they had triggered a trap. The entrance to the chamber had closed, trapping them inside. They were stuck in the chamber with no way out, and they soon realized that the only way to escape was to use their combined magic to break the seal on the door. It was a risky plan, but they knew they had to try. The fairy, the gnome, the elf, and the mermaid used their magic to create a powerful spell. They concentrated their energy and focused their minds, and after a few tense moments, the seal on the door broke, and the entrance to the chamber opened. The magical creatures and Jack were overjoyed to be free. They hugged each other tightly, grateful to be alive. And as they made their way back to the lighthouse, they knew that their treasure hunt had been a true adventure, one that they would never forget. From that day on, Jack became an honorary member of the family of magical creatures. He visited the lighthouse often and helped them keep the light shining bright. And whenever they looked at the treasure they had found, they remembered the brave young boy who had saved their lives and helped them find it.